Today we are going to look at the introduction to data science as a part of third year AML first semester course. Now we are living in a world where the buzzwords are artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. So the world is being driven by data science. So in this first unit, we are going to see the introduction, what is data science and how it is relevant today in the field of computer science and engineering. So let us start with the definition of data science. Though there are many definitions are available, no one is particularly accurate or apt, but we'll see one definition that data science is the field that blends mathematics, statistics, and computer science, and of course the domain expert. For example, you're dealing with medical data, then you need medical domain expert. You are dealing with automobile data, you need automobile expert. You are dealing with agriculture data, then you need agriculture expert. That is a domain knowledge. So in data science, we try to extract the insight from the unstructured data or unstructured data. So data science involves the tasks like data collection, how do we collect the data, then cleaning the data means removing the abnormalities, anomalies, and analyzing the data, presenting it for a visual representation of the data, and prediction from the existing data so that from the data we can get some actionable information. So in other words, data science helps us to get the meaning of the data for decision making. So from the data, we'll be getting inputs to take a decision. So the data science plays a pivotal role in today's digital world. It enables data-driven decision making because if you take decision only based on thinking without the data, and it is sure that your decisions will fail. But data science enables us to take the decision based on the data rather than on feelings or situations. So across the industries, so we data replaces intuition. Earlier, people used to take data based on intuition, but now it is data. And not only that, it also helps in identifying the patterns and trends and anomalies. For example, uh, you are researching about a particular product. You want to launch a particular cosmetic for the youth. So that decision, whether to launch or not, will certainly depend on what is the data available, how many shops are there, how many people are buying cosmetics similar to this, and what is the pattern, what is the feedback of them, what is the sentiment analysis of the users, whether they are required, they are looking for a new product. If you launch a product, will that be accepted by that particular age group? How many people are there? What is the potential? And within 1 month or within 1 year, what is the revenue that is likely to be generated? All this will involve in analyzing the data. Not only that, we are talking about intelligent systems based on the data. For example, in Netflix or in Facebook or in Instagram, that algorithm will suggest you feeds based on your previous data. Suppose you search for any product in the Amazon, the moment you search it and you close that Amazon app and you come to Facebook or Instagram, immediately you will getting some advertisement related to the product that we have looked for. So this is an aspect of intelligent systems. Not only that, it is actually a bridge between the enormous amount of the data. Now, when we are talking about the data, we are not talking about 1 GB or 2 GB, but we are talking about enormous amount of data, unimaginable size of the data. And from the data, we need business solutions, and we want to have an actionable input from that data. Going further, let us also see the significance of data science. So, data science helps us to unlock the value of the data. Somebody said very aptly that data is the new currency. Nowadays, we think people who are having the money, currency notes are rich, but in the coming days, or even at present, people who have the data are the most potential people who can be rich. Facebook has our data, Instagram has our data, Amazon has our data, Flipkart has our data. So this data is very, very valuable. What people are buying, what people are thinking, what people, Twitter has our data. If you analyze the Twitter feed, how many people are approving the governance of the government, how many people are disapproving, how many people are content, how many people are not content. So every organization at the personal level and as well as at organization level, unknowingly we are producing huge volumes of data daily. So data science helps us to transform this data into valuable insight, what we can do with this insight. Secondly, it improves efficiency and innovation. Because we have the data, we can automate the things, we can optimize the operations, and we can create new products and new services based on the data. We can observe the requirement. And once we have data in machine learning, the more we have data, the more the accuracy of prediction or classification improves. So, for every machine learning algorithm to be successful, we need data. And data will help us to be accurate in our solutions. Not only that, when we want to solve complex problems from healthcare or climate, weather prediction, or stock market prediction, data science contributes because we have the data. Coming to the applications, we can say rather than where it is applicable, we can say that there is no area in which data science is not applicable. Every area is driven by data. But to name a few for our academic purpose, firstly, business. In business, what are the different segmentations of the customers, what they are buying, how much they are spending monthly, and what is the repetitive expenditure that people are based on that, in DMart or in other supermarkets, they will place the uh, items according to that data. If somebody, there is more probability of buying, then they will keep it aside. That means at a distance, but which the people may not buy, they will keep in the light so that you can attract the people. So that's why the rice, the dal, these things will be at the end. But whereas cosmetics, which will be in the beginning at the entrance. So in business, data science plays a major role. If any business, if it fails to adopt the inputs from the data, certainly they are going to fail. Obviously, we have seen many businesses closing down because they didn't actually focus on the data. And another example is fraud detection. We're running in the paradigm of digital transactions. Everywhere it is a digital transaction. In digital, we don't know other person, we know the data. So if we are able to detect the fraud, We can avoid them. People are losing money, assets in the fraud. So data science will help us to detect those. Inventory forecasting. What will be the requirement of inventory for the next month or next year or next season? Sentiment analysis, reviewing all the product reviews in the Amazon or in the Flipkart and giving overall summary of those. How many people are happy? How many people are not happy? How many people are demanding for return? This type of analysis we can be done with the data science or the data available. Then in the healthcare, if you have the data, we can predict the disease. So in the future, we can see that rather than a doctor looking at the reports and detecting or diagnosing the disease, certainly based on the data, machine learning algorithms, they will predict the disease. Not only that, based on your personalized history and medical record, the algorithms will recommend personalized medicine, medical image analysis like scans, MRI, CT scans. If you analyze these images, the disease can be predicted, provided the data is available. Diseases can be predicted with high accuracy. Even in finance and banking sector, whether to give a credit card or calculating credit score, profiling, whether this person has good economic profile, this person is an what we say, he is he has many loans pending. Such type of analysis will be very useful in banking sector, risk management, algorithm trading. Then coming to the transportation, if you have the data, you can optimize the route, optimizing the fuel, and self-driving car. Self-driving car requires an enormous amount of data. It should be able to identify every object that comes in its way. Then social media, recommendation systems in Netflix, in Hotstar or Prime. The moment you see an action movie, obviously you will be recommended with all the action movies. Suppose you watch comedy movies more, you'll be bombarded with recommending uh, comedy movies. Similarly, targeted advertising based on your age, based on your location, YouTube will send certain videos based on the age, based on suppose you are a student, it will send the people will send you advertisements about education, cosmetics. This is targeted advertising. Then user behavior analysis, how the people are behaving. Your social media is a mirror of your behavior. You know, nowadays, even USA, when they give visa, they are looking at the profile, social media profile, what type of tweets you are doing, what type of Facebook posts you are liking or you are posting. This is the data playing a crucial role in behavior analysis. Even in government and public policy, urban planning, crime prediction, disaster management, all these things, earthquake prediction, flood prediction, helping the people in the flood, helping the people in the disasters, all these things, they require an enormous amount of data. And all these things can be labeled as the applications of data science. Now, if you see the data science visualization, this is called a Venn diagram. Uh, in this Venn diagram, if you see the roles of the different people, here we are seeing data engineer and data scientist. The difference is very subtle. Now, coming to the core skills that you require, obviously, for any, not only for data science, for any engineer, or critical thinking, business intelligence. That means from the data you should be able to get insights. You should be strong enough in mathematics and statistics, communicate the findings effectively, data stewardship, for storytelling and visualization. These are the prominent critical skills required for any engineer, not only for data science. For data engineer, what we require is engineering requires data storing, data retrieval. So you need database systems and Hadoop, APIs, data warehousing, data modeling. Coming to the data scientist, people require Python or R programming. That's what we are going to study in our discussion. And you require knowledge on distributed computing, machine learning, deep learning, predictive modeling. Again, here also you require storytelling. And in between, you need analysis, programming, what is big data, hypothesis. So these are the skills that are required uh, for data science market. So data science is the science of extracting knowledge from data to solve real world problems. When we are provided with data, we should be able to analyze the data and give actionable input for the further decision making process. Now, another Drew Conway's Venn diagram in data science. So this is more simple than other one. So you need, earlier people thought data science means hacking skills. And on the other hand, you need mathematics, statistics, and substantiative expertise, domain expertise. So data science is combination of all these three. If you have only hacking skills, that is a danger. So if you have mathematics and expertise, you will be ending with traditional research. If you have hacking skills and mathematical background, hacking skills program, you will be ending as machine learning. But if you have all these three, you will be ending up with data science. Now let me bring to your notice what is the enormity of the data today. Now India is world has around 7 billion, 7.5 billion population. And do you know how many people have Facebook? More than 3 billion. 300 crores of people are using Facebook. And over 4 petabytes of data is being generated. That is enormous amount of data. Now, if you take Instagram, per day 95 million, that means 95 into 10 lakhs, 9.5 crore photos are being or videos are being uploaded. Imagine 9.5 crore. Twitter or X, more than 500 million tweets are posted daily. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to bring how much enormity the data is. And you require more and more sophisticated tools, algorithms to analyze this enormous amount of the data. Now let us come to YouTube. In the YouTube, every minute, more than 500 hours of video content is being uploaded for every minute. Netflix, people are using 450 GB data per second globally. 450 GB. Then Amazon online marketing, they process 66,000 orders per minute during peak sales. Per minute, 66,000 orders. Online payment systems like PayPal or PhonePe, they, for example, PayPal, it handles 41 million transactions daily. Internet usage, global internet users generate about 328 million terabytes, that is exabytes of data every day. Out of 7 billion people, 55 billion people are using internet and it is generating data. And even IoT smart devices, there are over 15 billion IoT connected devices today generating data from sensors. Our smartwatches, smart homes, smart remotes, industrial equipment run by the remotes. And modern self-driving car produces 25 GB data per hour. Something like CERN, Large Hadron Collider, they produce about 30 petabytes of data, research center. Hospitals generate with MRI, CT scans, petabytes of data annually. ChatGPT, OpenAI's ChatGPT serves 100 million active users globally, according to 2024 data. In 2025, it may be more than that. It processes millions of queries per day, generating terabytes of conversational data. And they are trained to petabytes of text data, books. Where you can imagine ChatGPT can answer almost anything because it has been trained with petabytes of text data, books, website, code, learn patterns, human languages. It can answer in Telugu, it can answer in Tamil, it can answer in English. That means it has been trained on an enormous amount of data. So if you take emails, every minute people send 231 million emails, 6 million Google searches for every minute, and 350,000 Instagram stories per minute. ChatGPT responds thousands of prompts. So by 2025, global data generation is expected to exceed 181 zettabytes per year. That means 1 zettabyte means 1 billion terabytes. So this data, this enormity of the data, increase in data. You remember, earlier, I think 5-10 years back, people used to consume mobile data of 100 MB at the maximum 1 GB per month. Now 1 GB is not sufficient for one day also because of the apps we are using. So data science plays a crucial role in analyzing this enormous amount of data and helps us to navigate this through this data to an actionable input.